Hello everyone, my name is Shafwan and welcome back to another video of Trails of Cold Steel, episode 88 now. So yeah, we have reached a new day after the midterms exam, so the only thing we need to do is, well, progressing the story. There's a side quest, which is in here, the Secret Admirer, and behind the storage building. The old school halls, gymnasium, oh, the academy field, of course. Is this it? Yes, it is. Vincent. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed, it is. Standing before you is a nobleman overflowing with love and feathers. The one, the only, Vincent Florard. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me. He's quite a character, he really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown to expect from class 1. I'm not Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes? Haha, then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So, based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you. Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Let's hear it. Please elaborate on your request. Haha, a fine answer indeed, although before we continue... Phew, Sharifa is currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this circus quiet? Not exactly, I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sharifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Huh. Well, that is a part of from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signs with naught but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for this. That's reasonable, but are we sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her? These are anonymous after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is a proof of a pinning, hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. Suppose I will find to trust your judgment on this one. That's more, she sends cookies along with her 3rd letter. I would hardly be worthy of the Florard name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I think I could stab you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we are looking for? I do, indeed. The first thing is that she is a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of a beautiful woman, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. Grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are the flowers you use when confessing your love to someone, right? Haha, quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist who's purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Would you take on this task for me then? As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym, on her use of a grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Did you mention it? What was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She called herself the Grey Maiden, a nickname from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see. I can't say I have heard that story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well, I'll leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Off we go then. Hello there. Excuse me, would you mind if I ask you a question? Not at all, go ahead. Rain explained the situation to Jane and asked about any first years who had recently purchased any grand roses. It won't be hard to find out if I look at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so, I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to do. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I will do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember though, it's your job to give the Mystery Center your support and nothing more. I wish her the best of luck. This request is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right, I count 3 first year who have made a grand roses purchase recently. In the class order, the first is Beryl from class 3. Then there's Vivi from class 4 and Rosine from class 5. I see, thank you very much for the help. The fact that she mentioned Vivi has me worried. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Not at all, good luck. True. That's what I think about it. It could be a prank. Hey, look at that. Hello. You're Beryl from class 3, right? Hehe, I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Do I seem like the kind of the girl who will be interested in romance? I needed to purchase the grand rose to use it in ritual, that's all. I see, that's answered my question. But now I'm wondering what that ritual you mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. Well, you are cleared off from the list. Well, now our next objective is finding Vivi. But hell do I know where she at. You know what? Let's just hang out with someone else after this, but let's make sure we need to save it up. There we go. And there's something I want to use actually, which is a book. I buy another book, which is traditional archery, and another one to increase our friendship link. So why not? Let's use it. This is for Emma, right? Yep. And then let's use another one, please. Let's use Imperial Horsemanship for uses. Yep, that works. Thank you very much. Well then, now that it's over, let's hang out with Laura. Hello there, Laura. Let's hang out, shall we? Yes, join. Mind if I join you? Haha, feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. They have a wide variety of items here on display, most of which I am unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I would like to ask you, Rain. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I ask because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently. I only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Isn't this proof that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds. For one thing, there's a difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you are a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which one of the items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on the subject, but... that doll. Ren grabbed a cute mascot plush that was sitting on the shelf. How about this mischief plush? He's a very popular character over in Crossville. Fascinating. He's certainly charming to say the least. But how about this? Grab a strap with a blue-haired, muscular man attached to it. This Doji character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls won't have any interest in him. Oh, this is more challenging than I had expected. Well, it's alright. Everybody got their own taste. Yep. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Rin. If it weren't for you, I never would have purchased something so nice. Haha, not problem. Still, my grasp on what other girls my age like remains tenuous. It seems like I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever to thoroughly know. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else, because you aren't like everyone. You are who you are, and that's exactly why we like you. Huh. Haha. You have given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I would like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, it will be fun. Yep. Yes, level up. Nice. Right, where should we go after this? I really want to hang out with Emma, but we cannot for yet at this time, so useless, I guess. That's the best choice I have to say, at least. Oh, hey there. You are the first year, huh? Alright. Excuse me, you're Rosin from class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick kind of personal question for you. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a grand rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question then. It's fine. Well, I guess Vivi it is then. But hell knows where the hell is Vivi at. God damn it. Oh, there you are. Near Gymnasium. Bloody hell, I never thought you would be like that, Vivi. What's up, Rin? Were you so taken with my feminine charms that you couldn't stand another moment away from me? There's something I would like to ask you. Rin explained the situation to Vivi. Well, now that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take it that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Lindy to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a grand rose though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor, unsuspecting soul into having you torment her. Pretty much. But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Lindy, I can't imagine what she has to deal with a sister like this. I've asked all 3 girls that the florist told me about, but none of them seems to have sent the letters. I guess the trail's gone cold now. I thought I'd report back to Vincent for now. Well. Guess 3 of them is not our suspect. Tell me, did you find investigation proof successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mysterious woman here? Oh, but still, my beating heart. Yeah, but I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the floors as we discussed it? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased Grand Rose. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go detail if you like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help, but there's one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However, my darling Vincent, I have found you. It's Margarita. Yep. Who, who goes there? Start your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that I could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What could possess such a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such a bewildering things? Furthermore, I do not even have the foggiest idea of who you are. But you do. What if I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. Dumbfounded. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. If you're a part of Baron Dresden family, then could it mean? Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. It's all that. Inconceivable. How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? When her beauty pales in comparison to your own. Look, darling, we are already completing each other's stuff. And you're so sweet. What you said couldn't have been furthermore my actual thought. Even when you are shy, you are still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made me waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letter, will you? You may choose one of the two replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is the resounding no! Now be gone and bothers me no more. So, that's how it is. How, just when I think couldn't be more adorable, you think you're the sort of a man who'd hide his true feelings away. I beg your pardon? There's no need to fear. Please, have one of these special cookies I prepared. Oh hell nah, that must be a love potion. One bite and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of the public view. Don't do that to me, you've left something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. So stay back, do not come any closer. You, don't just stand there, I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Sarifa! Dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Sarifa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart darling mate, are you not? So this is the Sarifa he mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at the hand, I am afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from ground floor awaits you there. I see, then I have no choice. I must go at once. But these cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, I ask you to leave them in my hands for now. I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Thank you. Thank you. With that, I wish you all had a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. Commit may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter, there shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Well, today's been full of unique encounters to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Yep. Well then, the next thing would be hanging out with the other people, so yeah. Useless, I want to hang out with you. Phew. Wow, your clothes are covered with dirt. You are even more into this than I realized. It's just a dirt, hardly an issue. It takes a good deal of effort to care for horses. I suppose it's only natural to end up like this. I suppose you are right. Yes. Care for a little help? I've got some experience just myself, so it'll help things go on a little faster. It must be your hobby to show up unbidden to assist people. Your offers just come at the opportune moment though. I was just about to start washing them, so feel free to join in. Phew, this is every bit as tough as I remember it being. Are you thinking of throwing in the towel? You were the one who offered to help, so I don't think I'll let you go back so easily. I know. Aren't you getting a little tired of yourself, Useless? But you won't want you to overexert your frail little noble body or anything. Maybe you should go take a nap. What do you take me for? This is nothing. Perhaps if you put as much effort into your works as you did your toothless jokes, we'll be done by now. Shut up, I'm doing this just fine. I guess Useless isn't any friendlier toward the girls than he is to guys. Right, time to fuck. Oh there, we've got a white one here. Understandable, this horse has certainly arrived from the North Highlands. He's still young, so he isn't quite accustomed to the stables yet. Does the school normally get horses all the way from the Highlands? Indeed, they are known to breed the best horses. Even the army gets their horses from there. Now then. You're pretty good at that. When I was younger, I used to go to the stables whenever I felt bored. My brother taught me how to ride horses and how to take care of them, and I am truly grateful for that. You two are lucky to have each other. I'm not gonna let some snotty noble who learned about horses with a silver spoon in his mouth show me up like this. It's so subtle, but it's definitely changed since we came back from our last field study. It feels like he's more willing to be open with us now. Care to explain what you're staring at? Haha, don't mind me. Anyway, we've got horses to clean. Rin helped at the riding club for a while longer before bidding Useless farewell. Yes. Level up. Good job. Well then, that's over. What should we do now? Well, how about... I really want to hang out with Toa. Well, I guess Toa, why not? Let's hang out with Toa. For the first time ever. Nice work today, Rain. Are you looking forward to the midterms result and not as much as I am? It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You are looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms though. You bet! Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much in fact that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival. Someone's want to use the swimming pool next month. There's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who will actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Rain. Yes. Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great! It just so happens that our usual note taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind filling in for her? No problem. If there's one thing I can do, it's write notes. so it fell to Rin to jot down every idea, both helpful and hair-brained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short period of exchanging names, shaking hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Great, we'll get right into it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we are at it. Then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks, let me know if anything's come up. Oh, speaking of which, do you have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please allow me to gather the necessary documents. She's so good at her jobs that even the upper class students are hanging on her every word. I guess you didn't just charm her into her office. Thanks for all the help today, Rain. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, and I'm glad you did. You're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return a favor. But you're really something, you know that. That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out to plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks. I think you might be exaggerating a little bit though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as a president, but you're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm honest myself, I don't know if I'm really suited to be being president. But if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all of their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. Wow, I guess that's the best anyway, and yours just cool too. Still, to us at least get that much of good to her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I would know what kind of man I want to be. Rain? Whoop! President Tua stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up to and gently pinch Rain's cheek. What are you doing? Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second. I can't help myself. You're a first year, no need to hate yourself. You've got another full year here to figure things out. Wait, you're not physics, are you? Psychic, not physics, I'm sorry. I know how hard you've been working, Rain. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step. I guess. No, you are right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away, but once we finish, I'll make us some more tea. That's one way to get me to hurry up. Thus, Rin and Toa finished their clean up and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. Nice. What could we get from doing that, I wonder? Who knows? Thanks for the hand, Rain. You are the constant favorite student right now. Just remember, don't push yourself too hard. Muscles in on Big Sis Toa's territory, and she'll put you in your place. Why do I feel more threatened than thanked? Well, the next objective is going to the bike quest. So why not? Let's do it. Hello there. Hi there, Rain. Thanks for stopping by. Might I ask where Alisa and Laura are? Those two lovely flowers could do wonders in the brightening up this dreary old building. Let's not make Rain's life even harder than it is already is. Sorry, I probably shouldn't think out loud. I still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. That aside, your request was for me to assist with testing out the Orbal Bike, wasn't it? So, what will I be doing? Oh please, I could hear you making those vroom vroom noises before you even stepped through the door. I was not, but wait, what does that mean? Yeah, we want you to ride the Orbal Bike. Me? I can't deny that that's what I wanted this to be, but I never expected it actually be happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when we are actually ready to test. Before we start, however, we want to make sure you have the time. So how about it? You ready to ride? Yes. Okay, let's ride. Haha, good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie, the engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. I see. As you might expect, she and the bike are practically symbiotic. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. But because we've done it specifically to her, it'll become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. Think of her as an unruly horse. That's not denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with stranger. Right, I'm really hoping I make it through this life. Don't scare him now, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. But I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're completely a beginner, which is great. You'll have more objective opinion after you ride. I guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. So, what are Toa and Crow doing here? Angie and George told us you'll be doing this, so I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toa's here. Like I said before, this bike's at least partially my baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Thanks. Crow, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Rin, just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked great for me. We can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right, thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Yes. Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. So have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That's help. I won't let you down. Let's do it. Come on, I want to ride it. Okay then. That should be just about everything you need to know. I think I get it now. The three things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears, and coming to a stop, correct? That's right. We want to see how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you are on the bike proper though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine is simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next up is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure to pull into the clutch quickly and firmly. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. I can do that. The last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You are going to want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and lightly to the back of wheel. That should bring you to smooth stop. Alright, I will try to remember that. Strongly to the front, lightly to the back. That's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. Haha, that's the way. This is all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So what do you say? Ready to go? You bet! Let's go! Right, then first is starting up the engine. Wow, this is pretty intense. It kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first rode a horse. Right, let's push those nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so I pull the clutch lever, shift to the first gear and twist the throttle. Now that I've done it, all I need to do is let go of the clutch and I'll get moving. Angelica taught me how to do this. What exactly did you say again? Release the clutch slowly, steadily. Now we are talking. This is great. Aha, there he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it. Hopefully. That seems actually nice. Wow, this feels amazing. I'm amazed at how stable and smooth the ride is, too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to this speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle, and I need to pull in the clutch. Ah, for God's sake, I always accidentally press quicker. As Angelica told me I had to handle the clutch a specific way during all of this. What was it again? Crap. So truck and really slowly, I think. Oh right, I need to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears, and after that, I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. Yes, it's working. There we go, perfect! Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loved it so much. Well, I will love it too, to be honest. Well, the fun's got to come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously, I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? Strongly at front and lightly at back. I'm pretty sure Angelica set strong on the front brakes and lights on the rear brakes. I stopped at almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. This thing's incredible though. It feels like I'm still riding along, even though I've come to a stop. But I guess I've got to snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. I better head back now. Welcome back, Rain. Well, how was it? I'm amazed to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, and the feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horses riding could ever prepare for me. This just wow. Haha, guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just charming. Let me go back out and ride. Latest day. Seems like you handled it really well, too, based on your report. I have to admit, I didn't expect this kind of result out of you. It's pretty unwieldy machine. It's even more impressive considering it was his first ride with her, though. Nice to know that I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. You should put yourself on the back. Aha, it's a real honor. Now we need to hear some more detailed impression of each praise. But let's do that back at the engineering building. Good plan. Oh, they're having so much fun with this. Haha, maybe too much. Thanks, Ray. The info you gave me should come in handy. Haha, glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to be sure to tell Alisa more of everything we learned today if they end up mass producing Orbal Bikes. Alisa's mother is the chairman of the Rainford Group agency. I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Rockner and Rainford families share a good relationship actually. Oh yeah, they are both big names in Roar, right? Yeah, and just that one of the group's biggest shareholders too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, now you know. Alisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right. Although whether or not Rainford will actually mass-produce the bike is an entirely different matter. Their biggest goal is to turn in a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it will make money. Which is why we are currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today, you're a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I love to see that happen. Aha, looks like you get it. I guess my first impressions of you were right on the mark. Oh, I haven't probably thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token of my thanks. Dragon Vein. Are you sure about this? It seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course, I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Rin, thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like it if you could help us out next time we met. We need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as we can. Well then, this is it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it took longer than I expected to be. But yeah, searching for the girls, it's really hard. I need to explore the town a lot of times. And yeah, well, that's it for now. My name is Shafwan, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys later in the next video. And yeah, the next episode will be exploring the old school house building again. So yeah, it will be another battle episode. Hopefully it won't be that hard. Well then, I'm going to end it here. Have a nice day everyone. Peace out.